Christian Times magazine reports on the Manchester UK Against Hate March, June 11th, 2017. We will report on two aspects of the speech publicly given by Tommy Robinson of Rebel Media. He highlighted various serious charges against those involved in political activities and those in authority and responsible for the safety of British people. He related the various happenings and goings-on in our cities and cited Manchester as an example. He named a group called MENS, formerly known as iEngage, an Islamic sympathiser group who were working with Manchester City Council, its Mayor Anthony Burnham and the police. He warned of some of the views held by and promoted by iEngage, which are as follows. 1. FGM, stating it is a virtue honour, cutting off the little girl's genitals. 2. There should be no minimum age for marriage. 3. They said Jews were apes and pigs. 4. They said suicide bombings in defence of jihad is a command of Allah, which was exactly what the bombing in Manchester was all about. Now let's go to the video clip.
In the last 3 months, we've seen 3 terror attacks in our country. The world has watched on and the destruction of our nation.
The public
need to understand what's happening in their cities. As we're in Manchester, let me tell you about a group that was operated in Manchester. They were called iEngage. Now I'll read you some of the views they promoted. They said FGM is the virtue of honour, cutting off little girls' genitals. They said there should be no minimum age for marriage. They said Jews are apes and pigs. They said suicide bombing in defence is jihad is a commandment of Allah. You know, like the suicide bombing that Manchester saw. Now, iEngage then rebranded their name and they changed their name to MEND. Now I'm going to pick one person from MEND and I'm going to tell you some of their views. And that man is called Azad Ali. He is the CEO and the leader of MEND. He said, and I'll quote him, he opposes democracy if it means not implementing Sharia. He had regular meetings with Abu Qatada, who is one of the world's most extreme terrorist preachers. He said that Al-Qadani, who is Al-Qaeda's main recruiter, and I'll quote him again, I really do love him for the sake of Allah. Now, guess who's working with MEND? Manchester Borough Council and Manchester Police are having joint. They are having joint seminars and joint days. Andy Burnham, who is the Mayor of Manchester, he holds regular. He shares the stage with these people who support the killing of our troops. This is what's happening. They're working with them. Our politicians have sold us out. Our government have a prevent strategy. That prevent strategy is to prevent terrorism and extremism. I then look at the lead prevent strategist for this area. Her name is Samia Butt. Guess who she works with? She is the counter-terrorism prevent strategy and she works with MEND who support the killing of our troops. Now, the question that everyone would ask, this is the question, why would your politicians and why would the government be working with such extremist radicals? This is why. MEND boasted that they could influence 30 seats at the elections, and I'll quote them. They said they can become key makers in the democracy. We just went to the polls and Labour gained 32 seats. The leader of MEND said in a mosque, the Muslim vote is worth 10 ordinary votes because we are heavily concentrated in a few areas. Anybody who can give Parliament 10, 20 or 30 seats like this, they will work with us. This is what's happening across our country. We're being sold out because Muslims vote en bloc, en masse.
Oh, by the way, Tommy Robinson has invited you to a rally in London at the end of this month, so watch this space. If you like this video, please subscribe and get your copy of our Christian Times magazine, available from Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk. And if you feel you could contribute by writing an article for future editions, email our editor, anil.anwar@aol.com. Thank you.